Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing well this morning. Um, I'm kind of being lazy today and wanting to do some crafts. Wanting to use up some of my craft stuff because, well, we're going to be moving next week. I've got to pack and get all this. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna buy. I do have some tubs. I'm gonna put my craft stuff in tubs, not boxes, and that way I don't have to worry about them breaking out at the bottom or something. I don't know. That was just my idea. But today, what I was wanting to do, and this I have had this stuff forever, is although I just got this jar had spaghetti sauce in it, so I washed it up, and what I want to do is Mod Podge it to make some actually a thing for my paintbrushes and things like that. So I hope you're seeing this. If not, I'll bring it closer. This is what I want to do. And I'm going to use these Kleenex, napkins, not Kleenexes. I'm not going to use the Hello Spring because that's over. But anyhow, I'm not going to do it all the way around. I'm just going to do one side and the other side. And then I thought maybe I could hot glue, which I've got this over here, hot glue here, this twine around the top like this. And just kind of, somehow I'll stick it around here. I'm going to have to get my glue, or I've got, or my glue, my little finger thing so I don't get burnt. And wrap this around. And you know what, I'll probably do that part off camera because it looks like it's going to take a while doing. Anyhow, wrap that around there and either make a bow like this, you know, just like this, in circles, and then put it up here and maybe put a pearl on it or a little flower. I don't know what I'm going to do, or maybe I'll just put this flower up there. We'll see how it goes. Right now, this right here is just real simple. Some people just tear it out, but I don't want to do that because it doesn't do well. I need to use these Kleenexes. Anyhow, and I'm sure you all have saw the Mod Podge things. I didn't bring anything over, so we're just gonna get it in here. Dip the brush in here. Anyhow, I've been watching the news, and that's just so depressing, so I don't like watching the news. I'm gonna just coat this bottle with Mod Podge. Really get it all coated. It's kind of a big area, so it's like I want to hurry up and do it, but no, I don't ever really worry about if it's not supposed to be there. Oh well, I'm gonna just coat over it. Looks like it's a glue from a sticker. I thought I got it all off. Oh well. Anyhow, it'll cover up. If not, then I'll make it covered up. So this is what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll go all the way around with the glue. Well, I'm going to tell you what, they put that sticker on there and I had a hard time getting it off. But, and look at there. There's some more and you don't even see it until you start putting the glue on, or the Mod Podge on. Which is nice because I got napkins right here that I can wipe my hand on. So I'm going to get this off. And I will just use one of these. I don't mind that one spot, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. I always get it off later. It makes me mad. Gosh, I use so much stuff to get this stuff off. It just... Okay. I think that's big enough area. And then what I do with this is, I hope you're seeing all this, because if you're not, I don't want to have to redo my, I'll have to charge my phone before I do. Just gonna cut this in half, and it's easier to cut around this like this, and then it is for me. And then separate the napkins. These are probably 2 or 3 ply, and separate them into just get one little really fine little piece. And I do kind of cut the bottom to make it so it's not so square, I guess. See, I don't really like doing this stuff on the camera because, or on video, because it's, if you mess up, I don't know, well, if I mess up, I'm just human, but I mean, it's just, sometimes takes longer than what you think, and then you're just stuck with a very long video that won't upload. Ooh, oh, what happened? Okay, now I got 2 pieces. This one's going on the back. And see how fine this is? This is really, get all these little fuzzy things off. I don't really have anything to tap it down with, so I'll use my fingers. Okay, you separate this like this into one little fine piece. And I'll keep that other one for the back. And then I just carefully put this on here. Now it's gonna wrinkle, so you know, you just gotta be really, really, really gentle and not poke a hole in it. I've done that before. Tracy from, oh heck, what's her channel? She just crafts all the time. She does these all the time. She uses saran wrap, which I don't think this no, this is too, she uses the wrap that came off the napkins is too thick, but that's what she uses to get these, kind of get the bubbles out of, and to smooth it out. It works really well, so I'm not gonna do that with this because I don't have any, for one thing. I used it all, and I don't want to go out and buy any right now. We're going to be boxing things up and moving. That's going to be, but I get depressed watching the news. There's just so much going on, and it scares the heck out of me, so I just get myself away from the TV. And what I'm going to do now is I think I'm just going to go ahead and, now you have to let this completely dry before you go over it again with another coat of Mod Podge. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making it so it's probably going to be a shiny, a little bit more shinier. And I'm going all the way around because I'm not going to put anything on the side right now. Am I going out of the camera range? I am going to put the back on, and then I'm going to let it dry. Should have done this. And then I'll come back, and when it dries, we'll come back and do the top coat. And that'll be later on. But anyhow, I'm just kind of brushing this on. It dries clear, so you won't see it. Okay. I got enough. And I've got my other piece right here that I'm going to separate again. Sometimes these are a little bit hard to get apart, but these seem a little bit easier. Get it apart. There it is. Something different to do than, oh, that kind of tore off. Well, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. I will have to do another one because the top of the thing, I don't know how it got tore off. Don't ask me. Okay. We're going to cut this one out. Maybe it's getting cut out. No, it probably is. I have plenty of napkins and only one thing to use this on, so I'm just going to cut another one out. It doesn't have to be exactly like the other one. You know, like I said, if you want to tear them out to make them look more raggedy around, I guess is what you call it, then go for that and do that. I'm just doing this. And you don't have to use the whole thing. You could actually use some of these other things on the side. I'm not going to do that right now. And trying to get this right. Okay, there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Anyhow, this will be great for paintbrushes, long pins. Have to be very long. And knowing me, I'll just stick other things in there too. But I'm accumulating some of these paintbrushes from the Crafter's Square aisle, which I like. And I probably got that one too low, but that's okay. You're not going to see both sides of it at once. And what I'm doing is I'm just tapping this down to get some of the bubbles out of it. But it's going to look wrinkled, and it's supposed to. I've never seen one that can actually look. I guess it could if you used something other than a napkin. And Dollar Tree, that's one thing I can say about Dollar Tree, is that it doesn't have a whole lot of napkins to pick from. Seasonal. Even if you go in the wedding department, you can get babies, you know, stuff. But if it doesn't want to stick, go ahead and do this. This is not one to stick here, so I'm just going to lightly tap it here like this so it will stick. When it hardens up, this gets pretty hard on here. Anyhow, that's that. And I just want a piece there. And I'm going to let this dry out. Looks like it's, it'll work. Let this dry, and like I said, it'll dry clear. You won't see any of these. You shouldn't see any of these except this glue. I don't know. I might get that off now. I could have sworn I got all this off last night. This really irritates me. Oh well. It's already drying and I'm painting over it, so that's not good. And like I said, I'm going to take this twine eventually and wrap it around the top. In the meantime, I will be back with another video on finishing this off with a top coat and getting this stuff on it. And maybe I'll put this flower on the top. I don't know. Take it off. And it might go right there. Just might do that. Okay, you guys, that's what I'm doing today. Hope you're being crafty today. Doing something. I need to be doing something other than crafting. I probably need to be cleaning my house and packing. You know, just throwing stuff in a box. Anyhow, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll finish it later, and I'll be back with you then. All right, bye.